Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are on the job site yet again. We're going to build a fence today. I've had a lot of people ask about privacy fences and specifically setting posts, which is probably one of the simplest things that we do out here, but also one of the most critical. But once you get that skill down, you can build yourself a nice fence. If you can set some clean, straight posts that are in the ground well, then you can move forward confidently. So join us today. We got a nice early spring foggy day. It's just Jared and I. The ox decided to leave us this morning, and everyone else is sleeping in or something, but we got work to do, so join us and we'll show you the way. All right, Jared, I am ready for a bag. Yep. We've had a couple videos that did pretty good.
Serious Facebook ones and goofy Facebook ones.
Oh, really?
It's the goofy ones that bring in the people. We're old guys, we don't use it.
Him and Kendra ride it too. It's actually pretty funny to watch.
Probably about perfect for Kendra too.
Yeah.
And he'll go, just laugh about it, pick the bike back up and keep going.
Use a different size spacer.
Yeah, we'll get the measurement.
24,
Whatever that is. We'll just cut one of these.
Yeah, dude.
Big time.
I'll make a deal with you. Yeah. 6 feet 72 inches. The boards are about 6 inches wide. With 8 boards, it's 48 inches of boards across the 72 inch.
Okay, so this is 6 foot on centers. Normally we would do 8 foot apart, but this time the homeowner wanted them closer. He gets a lot of wind back here, so we set the post 6 foot on centers just for a little stronger fence. Now this is going to be a shadow box fence, so there's going to be pickets on both sides. We needed to figure out the spacing so that it can be an even spacing along the way, so we're doing some math here. It turns out to be about 4 1/4 is where the space in between our pickets needs to be for it to be a pretty similar situation along the whole way. So we're going to rip down a board to 4 1/4, and that we're going to make that and use that for our spacer so that we can get even strips. Usually you don't have to even, we generally just use a 3.5 inch 2x4 as our spacer, and that works out really good. But with the difference in this, we're trying to get it perfectly dialed in, so it's going to be 4 inches and a quarter. So okay, I know this is some barbaric technology, but this is just to show that you don't need to have a lot of fancy tools, and you can do this in your own backyard with the stuff that you already have. But we basically took a fence picket, ripped it down. This is 4 1/4. This is the gap that we're going for on this shadow box. We put just a small block on the back, so that'll hang up on the rails as we put our boards next to it. So it's really that easy. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Make yourself a spacer and get them rolling. We get on the back side real quick and just lean these up on the top rail so they're not in the way. I'm gonna start running this spacer and just kind of see how we're liking it. See how it goes here. A little bit. Oh, that's right on there. I'd rather it be a little bit less and a little bit more. Does that make sense? Okay, if you're curious, we're using a Makita. Let's see if I got a model number here. This is a AN613. This is a 15-degree coil nailer for siding, fencing. We use a 15-degree 1 3/4 is my preference. I think they're Metabo outdoor graded exterior use ring shank nails. I think this is about 300 per roll, so you can really get a lot shot before you have to change them out. And we don't have many issues with the boards peeling out or popping off with these nails and the ring shanks in them, so we've had good luck so far. I prefer 1 3/4. You've got a 1.5 inch 2x4, and you've got a maybe 5/8 inch picket. So once you get close to, you can go 2 inches, but it gets pretty close to popping out the other side. So you're safe at 1 3/4 inches. But yeah, here we are.
I can set the tent up with the inflatable mattresses.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm getting out of the picture.
Nice.
First of all, here's the reason for the new fence. Betty number 3.
Yep.
The beast. We originally put in this fence for a what size RV?
27
27.
foot.
And
Right on.
a bigger one.
27 footer. Then they bumped up to a
32.
32, and then they just couldn't resist the 39. So we had to extend the fence even farther to protect this thing. What a beauty. Luxury on wheels.